stand back there. I like to walk around a little too much. I think Miss Sheila did this to me on purpose because she knew I was going to be out of breath. And I had to get up here and speak. So, many of you probably know my story, but I'm just going to tell you just a little bit background. On April the 9th, 2018, I overdosed. I was at Wayne General, got flown to ICU at Forest General. And April 23rd, I walked in the doors of Teen Challenge. And my life forever started to change. Tonight, though, I stand here and I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about what God's done, not at Teen Challenge, but since I've been home. So I've been home for 5 weeks now, and you know, God is so good.
Yes,
He is so good. I was really, really nervous coming home. You know, these girls, like you've heard some of them talk about, we're very sheltered there. You know, we get to go to churches on Sundays, and we get to talk with people, but we wake up at 6:30. We are told what to do until we go to bed at 10 o'clock. We have scheduled Bible readings, scheduled class times, everything is mapped out for you, even when you go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Everything is. So, I got home, and I think I told my mom every little thing I was going to do, every little detail. I moved back in with her. I thought that was the best thing to do, just trying to get adjusted back. Y'all, it was like a couple days I was home. I went to Dollar General by myself. And I got back to the house and I said, Mama, that's the first time I've been in the car, and I drove and I listened to the radio by myself. Actually went in the store and bought something and came out in a year. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize that, you know, we give up everything when we go to Teen Challenge, and when we come back home, it's different. You right, Michelle? It's different. So, you know, everybody else is looking at us all weird, like they can't even hardly hold a conversation right now. You know, we don't talk that much. Our social skills are just kind of not there anymore. So I had to learn. I'm learning how to relive life at home. Also, I have a 3.5-year-old. His name is Dax, and he got his mama back. Finally. He was going to come tonight, but, you know, he had swimming lessons this morning, and then we went home and we practiced, and there was no way he was going to sit through all this. So he's at home with Pop tonight. But the first week I was home was so hard. It was so hard. You know, I had not been around my child but 10 hours for a month at a time that I was with my child. I had to come home. He didn't know who I was, and I didn't know who he was anymore. And even more than that, you know, you have to think I was no longer the person that I was a year before. That person was gone. So the mom that he knew, that was not me anymore. So I come home and we're having to relearn one another. But you know, there's a place in the Bible talks about just redeeming the time. God has redeemed that time. You can't even tell we've been away from one another now. I mean, that first week was hard, and we had to learn what the switch was and just all kind of stuff. But you know, each day that we're together, it gets better and better and better. So, you know, I just thank God. I was so scared when I come home that he was just not going to remember, you know, that I was not going to get that time back. But it's like I was never gone. So now he's 3.5. He can talk a whole lot more. And he can get in a whole lot more trouble. Let her talk a little bit about what she's been through in the past couple weeks.
Hello, I'm Karen. I know a lot of you all, and a lot of you know me. The person you see standing here is not the person you saw last year when she was here. I noticed on Teen Challenge table tonight as I was coming in the door, they have this picture that says "From the Grave to Life." If you get a chance, look at this. The person you see here is not this person.
That's right. Hallelujah.
Completely. It's been a struggle, and I can look around the room and see some parents and grandparents. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a struggle. Yeah, every day we still worry a little bit. But since she has been home for the 5 weeks, I don't go to bed at night and can't sleep. I go to bed, I go to sleep. I don't worry about where she is. I don't worry about what she's going to do. I don't know what God has in store for her in the future, but I know He has something in store, and I think this
That's right.
When she was at Teen Challenge, she would tell me some things that had been told her. I don't know if you'd say prophecies or what, but she would tell me those things. I am seeing some of those things. She is seeing some of those things. I told somebody yesterday, I said, you know, God's promises are yes and amen, and I believe that. If there is a parent here, grandparent, aunt, whatever, if you have a child in addiction, don't give up.
That's right.
Never give up hope. Pray day and night. God hears your prayers.
That's right.
God doesn't answer them always when we think He should, but He answers them. And He doesn't answer them in the way you would like Him to. To see my child laying on the table in the ER, somebody helping her breathe, being flown out to Hattiesburg to spend a few days in ICU would not have been the way I chose. But my ways are not God's ways, and His ways are mine. He knew what it would take. He knew what it would take to get her where she is today. I give Him glory and honor and praise.
Amen.